Hi everyone and welcome. In this video we are going to see how we can control or operate this two Modbus IO card from Ignition SCADA. Okay, I have already connected this two Modbus IO card to Ignition SCADA via this Modbus serial to TCP converter gateway. Okay, we have already seen this setup in the Node-RED videos. Okay, so how to control this two Modbus IO card from Node-RED via this ZLAN5143D Modbus serial to TCP converter gateway. So the same thing we are going to see in this video, but we are not going to use the Node-RED, but we are going to use the Ignition SCADA. Okay, so from the Node-RED we can turn on and off this LED, we can sense the sensor, we can change the output voltage of this analog output card, and according to that we can read the analog output voltage from this DC voltmeter. Okay, so all this thing we are going to see, but with the Ignition SCADA. So if I want to turn on the red LED, I can turn it off on from here. If I want to turn on the green LED, I can turn it on from here. If I want to sense something to my sensor, then I can sense and I can see the status on the screen. Okay, sensor DI1 is high. If I remove my screwdriver, then you can see sensor DI1 is off. Okay, I can turn off my LEDs and I can control the analog output voltage of this Modbus IO card directly from my screen. Okay, so if I want to set analog output to this, okay, so you can see 5.6, and here also you can see 5.60 analog output voltage. Okay, if I want to give little more output voltage, you can see 7.48, but there are some minor errors, so you can see 7.44. okay, so this is how you can control the analog output of external world using this Modbus IO card and Ignition SCADA. Okay, now I have connected the AO2 channel, okay, AO2 channel directly with the AI1 channel of this card. So whenever I will change the analog output of this AO2 channel, the effect will be seen on the AI1 channel. Okay, so if I decrease the output voltage to 0, you can see AI1 is 0 and AO2 is also 0. Okay, you can see those things in the graph as well. So you can see the last 1 minute of graph, you can see the blue and the green. Okay, so blue stands for AO2 and the green stands for AI1. So if I change the value to AO2, the same will proportionally apply to AI1. Okay, you can see here the AO2 will increase and the same time AI1 will increase. Okay, parallelly, okay, proportionally. So because we have connected AO2 to AI1 directly. So this is how you can control your industrial equipment directly from Ignition SCADA and this two Modbus IO cards. Okay, this card is also come in the form of Modbus TCP card. Okay, this is Modbus serial communication card. You can see this green and blue cable here. Okay, so this green and blue cable is for Modbus serial communication. I have looped this cable here from here to here and then from here to here, as you can see here. Okay, green and blue cable. So this ZLAN5143D gateway will convert Modbus serial data into Modbus TCP data, and from this yellow LAN cable we are going to communicate with our Ignition SCADA software. Okay, so let's see in the Ignition SCADA gateway homepage that what we have configured for this two Modbus IO cards. Okay, so if I open my gateway page and if I try to log in here, okay, and if we go to config section and here we will go to device connection, here you can see Modbus IO TCP communication. Okay, and it is connected. If I remove my LAN cable from here, okay, I have removed it, you can see it is disconnected. Okay, and if I connect it again, you will see connecting status. Okay, connecting status, and if I open my screen, if I open my SCADA screen, then you can see everything is an error because we are not connected with our device. So if I connect it again, you will see it will take few seconds to communicate, and then we will see the result. Okay, you can see the change, you can see the break in the graph because at that time we are not connected with this gateway, and because of that we are not able to log the analog output readings. Okay, so this is fine for you. Okay, now in this we have done addressing. Okay, so if I go to more and if I go to addresses, then this is what the addressing. Okay, yeah, DO, digital output from 1 to 4. So we are going to control the 4 digital outputs. Okay, so we have to start from 1 to 4, and the unit ID of this Modbus IO card is 1. Okay, we are going to read or write the coil status. Okay, so that is why I have selected coil here, and the starting address of coil is 1. Okay, so I have write 1 here, and the same goes for DI. Okay, so DI stands for digital input, and we are going to read the status of 4 DI channels. Okay, so that is why from 1 to 4 the unit ID is 1, because this is the same device. We are going to read the coil status. So again, coil, and the starting Modbus address is 5. Okay, we have covered that in the previous videos. What will be the starting address of each digital output channel, digital input channel, and analog input channel. Okay, so that is why we have to place 5 here. And for the AI1, we are going to read the holding register. We are going to read 4 analog input channels. Unit ID is 1 because of the same device. Okay, and we are going to read a holding register, and the starting address is from 2. Okay, 40,002, 40,003, 40,004, and 40,005. Now the AO. Okay, AO stands for analog output, and for analog output also we are going to control 4 analog outputs. Okay, because this Modbus IO card is having a 4 analog output channel. So here from 1 to 4, the unit ID of this device is 8. Okay, so that is why I have to write 8 here. And the holding register we are going to control. So whatever value we are going to write on the holding register, according to that, you can see the output voltage on the DC voltmeter. Okay, and the starting address of Modbus is 1. So 40,001, 40,002, 40,003, and 40,004 will comes under this AO. Now we have to press on save button to save this address configuration. Okay, you can see it is connected, and also you can navigate to OPC quick client to read the status of those values. Okay, so if I go to devices, if I go to TCP, unit ID 1, okay, if I subscribe here, if I also subscribe for the DI1, okay, just a moment, DI1, and if I also subscribe for the DO, okay, you can see the status. Okay, you can see the every status here. So DI1 is connected with sensor. Okay, so right now sensor is not sensing anything, so it is providing true. If I place my screwdriver on the top of the sensor, you will see the false, because my sensor is sensing something. If I remove my screwdriver, then you will see true. If I want to turn on the red LED or the green LED, then I can directly turn on from my DO. So if I want to write something here, if I want to write the true value, I can write it from here, and you can see the LED is turned on. Okay, you can also operate those things from here, but it is just for testing purpose. Okay, you have to operate everything from your SCADA dashboard. So if I want to turn on the red LED, I can do it. Okay, I can also do it for digital output 3, but you will not see anything on indication, because we haven't connected anything on DO3. Okay, it is open. Okay, so this is how you can control these two Modbus IO card from Ignition SCADA, and this two Modbus IO card is brought to you by the Augmatic Technologies Private Limited, and they are the manufacturer of this card. Okay, so if you want to buy this kind of card, then you can directly visit their website. You can directly call on their salesperson number. Okay, they will guide you and they will provide you this kind of Modbus IO card, and they also create a Modbus TCP IO card. Okay, so this two Modbus IO card is based on the Modbus serial communication. Okay, so that is why I have to add this Modbus serial to TCP converter gateway to convert Modbus serial data into Modbus TCP data, and then I have to connect to Ignition SCADA. Okay, if my requirement is for Modbus TCP. Okay, but if you don't want this kind of gateway, then you can directly purchase the Modbus TCP IO card from them, and you can directly use in your Modbus TCP application to connect with your PLC, connect with your Ignition SCADA, connect with the Node-RED, or you can also connect it with the Arduino. Okay, we have also covered how to operate this two Modbus IO card with Arduino in the previous video, so don't forget to check out those videos. Okay, and here I am also logging the data. Okay, you can see here right now the DC voltmeter is set to 900 because right now I have provided the 7.48 voltage to the external world, and for that the raw value I have write into the holding register is around 900. Okay, so you can see 943 I have to write on the holding register to provide 7.48 external voltage. Okay, if I decrease the voltage here, then you will see changes here. Okay, so I am logging this data into my database as well, so that is why I am able to do this graph. Okay, if I want to expand this graph, I can do it. Okay, if I want to save this graph, okay, in the Excel format, then I can do it from here. Okay, and if I want to print out of this graph, then I can also do it from here. Okay, so this is also a good features of Ignition SCADA, and you can also integrate this feature with this Modbus IO card. Okay, you can also log the original value of this voltage into the database. Okay, for that you have to write some scripting, or you have to create some other tag to log those data into database. I didn't do it, okay, but you can do it. It is possible. Okay, so if I increase the value for AO2, then it will increase the value for AI1, and you will see that in the graph, and those data are logging into the database. Okay, so this is possible. And if I want to change the timestamp, okay, if I want to change the time span, then I can change it from here. If I want to check the data for last 1 hour, then I can change the time span from here. Okay, if I want the data for last 1 minute, then I can do it from here. Okay, so everything is possible with this graph from Ignition SCADA. Okay, and here I have created the screen. Okay, I will provide this complete project in the description of this video. You can download the project and you can directly run it. Okay, but you have to change some configuration before using this project, because you have to set the slave ID, or you can say device ID. You have to set the IP address of this kind of gateway. Okay, and then you have to configure your device in the device connection of Ignition SCADA. Okay, so I hope everything is clear that how I have done it. Okay, and if you still have any question or any concern, then you can ping me on WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, anywhere, and I'll try to resolve your doubt as soon as possible. Okay, and this is our dashboard. You can also add some alarm things. Okay, that if my sensor is sensing something, then I want to generate alarm. I want to send email on my sensor inputs. Okay, you can do everything. Okay, so that is possible with Ignition SCADA. And you can also write some logic here that whenever my sensor is sensing something, I want to turn on the LEDs. If my external output voltage is exceeding some value, then I want to do this thing. So you can do everything in the Ignition SCADA. Okay, I mean, you can create your own soft PLC using Ignition SCADA scripting or some other logics. So I hope this thing is clear to you, and you will get every stuff like this project. And one more thing, I'll provide you this definition of register. Okay, so you can directly import the definition. Okay, you can directly import the configuration from the CSV file here, and you can directly use it. Okay, so all those things I'll provide in the description of this video. And this 2 Modbus IO card is brought to you by the Augmatic Technologies Private Limited. You guys already know it. And if you want to buy this kind of Modbus IO card, then you can visit their website, and you can also call them on their salesperson number. Okay, I will provide every detail in the description of this video, so don't forget to check out those details if you require this kind of Modbus IO card. Okay, so we will meet you in the next video, and in the next video we will see some other things with this 2 Modbus IO card. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.